My friends, today is not going to be a normal dribbling video. Today is going to be an experience. We're gonna have a look at 3 of the world's greatest dribblers of all time. We're gonna tell you why they're successful, what exactly you need to learn from them, and how you can train yourself to be a baller. Let's go. My friends, I hold a delicious pair of grip socks for you. If you have never tried grip socks in your life, you have no idea what you're missing. If you haven't gotten them because they're expensive, guess what? We got something for you. We got 10% off GOLUREMI'S.com. This is just until Christmas, so you can get yourself some grip socks. And maybe you just want to buy yourself some grip socks for the family. Okay, get your kids all in grip socks. Sleep in the grip socks. The point is that once you try grip socks, you will not go back. They are soft, they are smooth, they keep your feet perfectly stationed in your boots. You want them, you need them. GOLUREMI.com, 10% off, promo code right down below. First up, George Best. George Best, my friends, if you do not know this individual, I will describe him in one word: delicious. His dribbling skills were delicious. D-E-L-I-C-I-O-U-S. I won the spelling bee when I was 16. I didn't, that's a lie. But I could have. No, I wouldn't have. I'm a good speller. Anyway, I digress. All right, this guy's dribbling skills are unbelievable, and we're gonna have a look at one of my favorite goals of all time, so settle in. All right, so George is in the middle of the field right here. He's about to get the ball. He checks, he's found the space, which is of course always one of the most important things as a dribbler. You do not wanna always have pressure on you, okay? So he finds the space in here, and now after this, we are not gonna say a word, just enjoy this goal. Okay, so now you have witnessed the destruction of a bunch of people, bodies everywhere. What happened? What did we see? As he gets this ball, he already understands the space around him, which is another huge thing you will notice from all of the greatest dribblers. They have another sixth sense. For what is going on around them and when they can get up into top speed, all right? So as he turns, he immediately sees that he can start going. If you guys learn nothing from this entire video, please understand that the dribblers do not plan out what's going to happen beforehand. The first thing they do is dribble at speed and pace. The rest unfolds. It unfolds. It is not a calculated, I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that. Just if you guys watched the Ibrahimovic analysis, we broke down one of his greatest goals like that. You have to let the game flow to you. You have to let things happen in front of you. A lot of these dribblers will do a cut that stops them dead. All right, that is a key for you as well. If you are moving incredibly fast, if you can go fast and then stop and cut, then you can figure stuff out. All right, so and he keeps going, he keeps feinting. You see the outside cut again at an angle that it just seems impossible, to be honest. He cuts in again, and then obviously once he's in there in the 6 with his left foot, it really doesn't matter. The game is, it's done. There's a crazy fact for this. There was a goal disallowed just a few minutes before, and that is why he actually scored this goal. He was pissed off at the ref. And so as you can see in some of the highlights there, he is saying stuff to the ref like, well, is this okay, mate? Diego Armando Maradona. This goal is from 1986 against Belgium. It's probably one of his best games of all time. So we're gonna look at how this goal developed, because you're gonna see a very similar thing to the George Best goal. So once again, you're gonna see that he picks up the ball in the middle of a ton of space. You're obviously not always gonna have this space, but what they're doing is looking for this, because that's how they know they can be dangerous, all right? So he picks up the ball, once again, excellent first touch, opening up his body immediately. So he takes a touch with his right foot, knowing now that he can build off of that speed with his left. He attacks this guy, and I want you guys to pay very close attention, because he attacks him at an angle. He attacks out to his left. He was never going to go all the way to the left, ever. He wanted to build up speed to the left so he could cut right. So as he takes his touch, boom, he cuts out to the left. That little move right there is what we're gonna talk about. Shooting far post, excellent goal. All right, so as we look at the replay, you can see that, like I talked about, the most important part of this entire goal are those touches where he takes off at speed and pace to the left when he's never going to the left. This defender believes with all his heart that he's got to cover the left side, even though he's got plenty of backup. And he does this. Maradona does this. He does this move. where he takes to the left, and it's a little snapback with his left foot. I've seen players understand how to utilize this, and once you get it down, you're almost guaranteed in open space to beat the defender, all right? Because if you are in open space and the guy is backing up, if you dribble hard with your right footed or left footed at them at an angle right here, and then immediately cut and snap your body, snap your foot, and go the other way, you will get around the guy, all right? Our last friend today is Mr. Giggs. Kind of controversial off the field, but for some other reasons, we won't go into that. These guys are all controversial. Nah, he's not that controversial. Giggs isn't that controversial. He's done some stuff. Well, somebody in the comment section, just do the history for us, okay? Somebody down there, just go ahead and write some of the craziness that Giggs, Maradona, and George Best got up to. Because, you know, that way you can stay on the video, you can just enjoy someone writing the history. Maybe I'll do it. I won't. But now, on this goal, what we see here is another of the same principle. Patrick Vieira, who is one of the greatest defensive midfielders of all time, gives the ball away uncharacteristically. Giggs now, this is late in the game too. Just dribbling at, boom, all right? So he dribbles once again right at Vieira, right at him, at an angle like this. Vieira's coming at him. Once he takes that touch the other way, it's on, all right? The game is on. The rest, a bunch of feints. When you are at an impossible angle, you have two options, all right? And we talked about this in a Unisport video. If you guys haven't seen, we do some videos here at GOLUREMI for Unisport. So if you guys want more content from us, you can check out some of Unisport's videos where I am the host and we talk obviously about scoring and doing all that sorts of stuff. But when you have no angle, you have to decide what you want to do. It's great if you have a teammate to pass to, but a lot of times that's not the case. And right here, he figured it was probably best for him to go to goal. You can go straight through their legs, or you can try and go immediately at their head and right above them. Those are your two best options. And if you shoot with conviction, you probably will score. And as you see, you got to give him props as well for this celebration. This is back in the days when you wouldn't get a yellow card for your celebration. All right, that was dope. If you've never watched the Treble, I recommend it. 1999, watch that shit on VHS back in the day. I think in 1999, it was 99. The only thing we want to emphasize for you guys is that at the end of the day, these guys do not know what's going to happen in their long dribbling run, which means that how you train is incredibly important because you need to train for the unknown. That is something that at the highest level, that's what we do. We are not planning on training to figure out because it's going to be exactly like this in the game, and then he will go like this, and then I'll do a step over, and then none of that makes any sense. You need to train your technical ability. That way it moves into your subconscious mind so that when you are in the actual situation in the game, it just happens. All right, you do not want to be thinking about how to do the move and how to do the skill. That's why you train, all right? Right down below, we are going to have our 3 most ideal dribbling videos for you guys to actually try. And if you have not done the 21-day challenge, that is what it is entirely geared and guaranteed to give you. It is going to take you from, I have to think about this all the time. All right, when you first learned to ride a bike, you had to think about it all the time. When you first learned to drive a car, you think about what you're doing. You can't do anything else. You can't listen to music or talk or do all that stuff. All right, that's what you train for. All right, so if you want to take your game, if you're sick of just watching random YouTube videos over and over again and not actually getting any better, it's going to come down to practically training and these videos right down below. And if you want to go even further on GOLUREMI.com, we have specific programs for guys that want to dribble, and they are free. All right, so all that stuff is free. We are going to have paid programs, of course, so look out for those in the new year. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat some Chipotle. It's good to be back in the US. My friends, that is the vid. You know what to do, you know when to do it, and you are gonna subscribe right now for this person right here. Do you know who that is? That's me. Subscribe for this kid, for his dreams of being a YouTuber one day. You would never know that I would turn out to be such a psycho. Look at this guy. It's a cute kid, turned into a psycho. It is what it is. Subscribe, GOLUREMI.com, check out the Socks Pro, check out everything else below, and we will see you later. Peace. Light it up, light it up. Ah, light it up, light it up.